Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Thank you for checking out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated, so thank you in advance. You know what time it is. It's time for Mahvel, baby. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So we talked about all of, most of the other entries into this series. So of course we had to talk about this one. You know, it came at a time where fighting games were starting to resurge. Marvel 2 had basically held it down for 10 years, and Street Fighter 4 came and kind of revitalized, at least from the Capcom side. So we were hoping, we were praying, we just knew there was no way we weren't getting another Marvel game. And then we got one. And I remember when it came out, first and foremost, great game, enjoyed every minute of it, especially the original Marvel 3. Didn't do as much Ultimate, and then I really didn't play Infinite at all. But just with this one, the third one, right? There were so many things that they could have did, you know, to sabotage it. And you know, character selection, I personally was fine with it. I know people had their complaints about it, but I really don't care. The only thing was, when I was recording this, I didn't have Akuma unlocked, so, you know, there's no Akuma, and that's one of my main people. But I always thought the character selection was fantastic. My team personally was Super Skrull, Wolverine, and Akuma. I know that's a little redundant if you're talking about real competitive play, but I don't care. I'm out here trying to have fun. But pretty much every character in the game was fun and different, and just, you know, had loads of replayability, and we had all kind of battles. I mean, you know, me and Zach and Jonathan and Steven, and me playing with my boys Kennard and Ramon and Larry. Like, everybody was getting in. It was a great time to be playing Marvel. The core gameplay, the one thing I say that is different to me compared to some of the others, and even two, is you can die so fast in this game. Like, the damage output is bananas. And I mean, at the time and even now, it's like, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, certain getting hit and dying, that is very, very present. And then with the X Factor, it is bananas. For example, I was playing with the Hulk, and I went, you know, level 3 X Factor, and it was like 4 punches and people were dead. You know, obviously stuff like Dark Phoenix and everything, but I mean, visually, gameplay wise, control wise, like, this game still is bananas. Like, it plays so smooth. Everything I want to do, if I'm doing it right, it is happening. And in the way they kind of changed the button scheme up just a bit to kind of give you a little more, make it a little easier to kind of pull off certain things, I thought was fantastic. Like, you know, I like looking cool, so this game definitely allows you to do that. Every character, I mean, they look fantastic. At first I was kind of thrown off by the semi 3D kind of, not 2D, but, you know, actually playing it, nah, man, this game is fantastic. You know, even the bosses, because like Marvel and all of the crossover games used to have elaborate bosses, whether you're fighting Apocalypse, Cyber Akuma, you know, Onslaught, and whatever the thing was on 2 and all its many forms. But then going on this one and you're fighting against Galactus, like, come on, man, this was fantastic. They did a heck of a job with this. You know, the Capcom characters coming in, like Amaterasu and Spencer and Beautiful Joe, like, you know, this is what we want to see. And obviously the Marvel side of it, I mean, you know, you can't really go wrong with anybody they put in the game. I just, you know, this was a fantastic experience, and I kind of was like, I didn't really show this enough love initially, even though we played this to death. I just remember during that time trying to be hypercritical about every single thing, about every game, and going back now to play it, it's like, nah, Marvel 3 was it. It really was. It's a fantastic experience all the way around. You know, She-Hulk, Hagar, like, come on, man, what are we talking about? This is fantastic. Now, you know, I would like to see every character of every Marvel vs. Capcom game in one game. That's just, you know, the dream, right? But the character selection to me was fantastic. Like, I was a big Super Skrull fan, so having that character in the game was fantastic. You know, I would have loved to have like a Super Skrull, Thanos, Dormammu team, you know, just the bad of the bad. But, you know, we take what we can get. And then, you know, just reminiscing and hearing stuff like foot dive over and over from Doom, you know, was fantastic. And even when playing through the arcade mode, like, the computer will let you know that, like, if it wanted to, it could give you all those combos that you're giving right back. So really enjoyed the game. I know you know about this. Who are your favorite teams on this game? You know, what were your memories of playing this? This was where we were really watching competitive FGC at the time. This is pre-Twitch. This is Justin.tv times, Team Spooky times. Like, this was a very, very great time for me. So I'd like to hear from you and your thoughts. As always, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.